Hello everybody, welcome to jurycentral.com ऑनलाइन क्लासेस फॉर लॉ एग्जाम्स। तो आज मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ जो आपके BHU LLM का जो रिसेंटली जो आंसर की रिलीज हुआ है अलॉन्ग विद द क्वेश्चन पेपर। तो ये मेरे किसी सब्सक्राइबर ने इसे शेयर किया है इस क्वेश्चन पेपर को। सो आई डिस्कस विथ यू और जो जो पॉसिबल ऑब्जेक्शंस है वो मैं आपको बताते जाऊंगी एंड जो मुझसे बन पड़ेगा इस कम टाइम पे एक्सप्लेनेशन देने का फॉर ईच क्वेश्चन आई ट्राई टू डू माय बेस्ट। और एक और बात है, लाइक मेनी ऑफ यू आर आस्किंग मी टू शेयर द एक्सपेक्टेड कट ऑफ दिस ईयर, सो लेट मी टेल यू इतने कम टाइम पे तो नहीं हो सकता है बिकॉज आई एम एक्चुअली डिस्कसिंग अ टोटल नंबर ऑफ 120 क्वेश्चंस। तो मैं ट्राई करूंगी कि नेक्स्ट सेशन में, नहीं तो मेरा जो कम्युनिटी का जो टैब पेज है उस पर मैं हर इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करते रहती हूँ आप लोगों के साथ। तो कीप ऑन वॉचिंग दैट कम्युनिटी टैब पेज। मैं आपको बता दूंगी कि उसमें आपका इस ईयर का एक्सपेक्टेड कट ऑफ क्या रहेगा। लेकिन अगर मैं पिछले साल की बात करूं तो इट वाज 250, लेकिन इस बार क्या है कि आपका जो मैक्सिमम मार्क्स है वो थोड़ा इंक्रीज हो गया है। तो इसलिए अगर उसके हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए, अगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो 250 तो मिनिमम जनरल कट ऑफ का तो जाएगा, और उसके साथ साथ अगर बाकी अगर रिजर्व कैटेगरी है तो उसमें आपका 10 to 15% का डिफरेंस हो सकता है, और मे बी मोर देन दैट, क्योंकि इनका कट ऑफ हमेशा कम ही जाता है। तो इसमें 20 to 25% का भी डिफरेंस देखने को मिल सकता है इफ आई से दैट दिस ईयर कट ऑफ विल बी 250। तो देखते हैं, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस जो है BHU LLM के बिल्कुल भी आसान नहीं पूछे जाते हैं एंड दे आर टेक्निकल ऑल्सो कंसेप्चुअल। और देखते हैं कि क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस है आज। सो आई स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। गिवन बिलो आर टू स्टेटमेंट्स, वन इज लेबल्ड एज assertion and the other labeled as reason. So you have to choose the correct option. So here the correct option is option number 1. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. A snatches a loaf from B and gives it to C, who has not taken food for at least 24 hours. A did it to relieve C of his hunger with a good motive. Here A incurs liability in law. Reason is good motive is no defense as it is incapable of proof and bad motives cannot be punished if the act is otherwise legal. और अगर मैं आपको ऑब्जेक्शन रेज करने का टाइम बताऊं तो यू हैव ओनली टिल 7 PM टुडे। देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, मैच लिस्ट 1 विथ लिस्ट 2। Then A, surety's liability is option number 2, section 28. General lien is option number 3, section 171. Contract of indemnity is section 124, and continuing guarantee is given under section 129. So the correct option is option number 4. Arrange the following in the chronological order. And now I'll tell you कि ये जो क्वेश्चन है ये गलत दिया हुआ है। मतलब क्वेश्चन तो ठीक है लेकिन इसके ऑप्शंस गलत दिए हुए हैं, बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग यू व्हाई। First comes A.K. Gopalan versus State of Madras. It is decided in the year 1950. Then comes Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. It is decided in the year 1978. Then comes Olga Tellis versus State of Bombay, Bombay Municipal Corporation. It is decided in the year 1985. Then comes S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, decided in the year 1994. And D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal, the last one, and it is decided in the year 1996. तो ये क्वेश्चन आप चैलेंज कर सकते हैं। देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, लॉ इज अ कोएर्सिव ऑर्डर ऑफ ह्यूमन बिहेवियर। द स्टेटमेंट इज ऑफ ऑप्शन नंबर 2, हांस कैल्सन। Question number 5, the rule of communication of decision of a voidable contract is same as option number 1, rule of communication of proposal. Question number 6, A owes B rupees 1000 but the debt is barred by the Limitation Act. A signs a written agreement to pay B rupees 500 on account of debt. This agreement is option number 2, is a contract. Question number 7, in which article of the UN Charter the principle of the sovereign equality of the member state is recognized? Is option number 4, article 2. Question number 8, with regard to Hindu marriage, subinter relationship with reference to a person is counted up to. This option number 3, both fifth generation in the line of ascent through father and third generation in the line of ascent through mother, given under section 3 clause F of Hindu Marriage Act. Question number 9, in Hindu Succession Act 1956, following heads are enumerated in class 1 heads schedule. This is A and D only. बहुत लोगों को लग रहा है कि ये ऑप्शन गलत दिया हुआ है. I'll explain you why. See, it talks about class 1 here and it is given under Hindu Succession Act. So first comes son, daughter, widow, and then comes widow and widow of a predeceased son. Why B and C are not the correct option? Because बी में दिया गया सन, डॉटर, फादर, मदर, क्योंकि फादर नहीं आता है. सी सन ऑफ अ प्रीडिजीज सन, सन ऑफ अ प्रीडिजीज डॉटर एंड फादर्स फादर. सन ऑफ अ प्रीडिजीज सन एंड सन ऑफ अ प्रीडिजीज डॉटर तो आता है, लेकिन फादर्स फादर नहीं आता है. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, ऑब्जेक्टिव रेकलेसनेस वाज प्रोपाउंडेड इन द केस ऑफ, दिस इज ऑप्शन नंबर 1. द नेम ऑफ द फुल केस इज आर वर्सेस काल्डवेल. Question number 11, which of the following has not been recognized by Salmond as a source of law? This is option number 4, general principles of law recognized by civilized nations. Then question number 12, a dog was moving in the premises of its master with gold chain on its body. X enticed the dog by showing a piece of flesh. The dog started to move slowly towards X. X has committed the offense of. So this is actually option number 3, थेफ्ट. बहुत ही आसान सा है, ये आप पढ़ के भी समझ सकते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 13, यू हैव टू मैच लिस्ट 1 विथ लिस्ट 2. अब मैं इसको बता देती हूँ क्या है इसमें, बहुत लोग इसमें समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो एआर एक्ट के सेक्शंस दिए गए हैं लिस्ट 1 में और वाटर एक्ट के दिए गए हैं लिस्ट 2 में, और आपको इन दोनों सेक्शन में ये आपको ये मैच करना है कि दोनों ही सेक्शन एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोविजन से डील कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट इज एंड हाउ आर दे रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर, आई विल टेल यू. सी करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन नंबर 2, section 31A and 2 section 33A. So this both are interrelated as both of the sections deal with power to give directions. Then section 47 and section 62 are similar in the way because both of the sections deal with power of state government to supersede state board. Then section 43 and section 49, both of the sections deal with cognizance of offences, and section 22A and section 33, both of the sections deal with power of board to make application to courts for restraining apprehended pollution of water in streams or wells. I mean, under this section, board can make application for restraining the discharge of pollutants in the river. So ये क्वेश्चन काफी अनोखा सा था और काफी टेक्निकल भी था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14, the element dishonestly is not required in the offense of, this option number 4, criminal trespass. Question number 15, no one is allowed to enrich himself at the expense of another. So this principle is known as quasi contract. This is section 65 of Contract Act. Question number 16, again you have to choose the correct option based on the assertions and reason. Negligence misconduct which creates a risk of causing damage rather than a state of mind. And for A and R, it is not safe to start a bus before passengers completely get into it. So here both A and R are true, and reason is the correct explanation of A. Reason जो दिया गया है, it is given in the form of an explanation of the negligence. Question number 17, A proposes by a letter sent by post to sell his house to B. B accepts the proposal by a letter sent by post. B, so in that case, option number 3, may revoke his acceptance at any time before or at the moment when the letter communicating it reaches A. Question number 18, which of the following statement is true about realist movement? This is option number 2, B and C. It lays emphasis on origin of law and it lays emphasis on personality of judge. Question number 19, which of the following statement is or are correct with respect to जेम्स? मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, क्योंकि इसमें क्या है कि जो पीडीएफ मैंने डाउनलोड किया था इसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस कट किया है. सो आई एम एक्चुअली कंटेम्पलेटिंग, इट इज एक्चुअली जेम्स कार्डवेल. दिस इज ऑप्शन नंबर 1, A and B, judicial precedent is nothing but authenticated custom, and B, while all law is custom, all custom is not necessarily law. Question number 20, again statement based question. In order to convert a proposal into a promise, the acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. And statement 2, in order to convert a proposal into a promise, the acceptance must be in writing or oral. but statement 2 is not correct. The reason why I am telling you, under section 7 of Contract Act, it is given that the acceptance has to be expressed in some usual and reasonable manner unless the proposal prescribes the manner in which it is to be accepted. So it is not given that the acceptance has to be made in oral or in writing. Question number 21. अगेन स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. इस टाइप के जो क्वेश्चंस जो रहते हैं वो काफी लेंथी भी होते हैं और काफी उलझाने टाइप के भी होते हैं और एट द सेम टाइम कंज्यूमिंग भी होता है. अंडर इंटरनेशनल लॉ जुडिशियल डिसीजंस आर डिक्लेयर्ड एज subsidiary means for determination of rules of law, and statement 2, the decision of International Court of Justice is not binding. So here both here the first statement is true and the second statement is not true because the decision of the International Court of Justice is binding. Question number 22. The following committee has been constituted by the Supreme Court to monitor the implementation of its order on mining related operations. So this is option number 2, Central Empowered Committee. Then question number 23. So you have to match list 1 with list 2. Let us match superior order. So this is the subject of the subject in the case of Shiv Mangal Singh case A4. Intoxication has been dealt in the case of Gallagher's case. Unsoundness of mind is a topic in the case of McNaughton's case, and private defense is actually dealt in the case of Amjad Khan's case. Question number this is 24. So you again have to match list 1 with list 2. Right to equality is given under Article 14. Right to freedom is given under Article 19. Right to liberty is given under Article 21 and right to religion is given under Article 25. तो ये तो काफी easy सा था. Question number 25. Which of the following theories is not applicable in India while distinguishing an attempt to commit an offence with its mere preparation? So this is option number 3, impossibility theory. Question number 26. Which of the following is the latest constitutional amendment of India? This is option number 4, 105 constitutional amendment. I'll tell you what this amendment actually deals with. So it actually granted states power to identify socio-economic backward classes, and this amendment has been brought to negate the effect of the judgment of the Supreme Court in Marathas reservation case. Question number 27, statement based question. So I am just giving you the answer. This is option number 2. Both statement 1 and 2 are false. A public nuisance is injury and annoyance to the public generally, while private nuisance is an injury to a person's right to comfortable or occupancy of his property. 2. Act committed once may amount to private nuisance, but in nuisance repetition is required. No such thing is required in nuisance. Question number 28. Under which of the following article of the Statute of International Court of Justice, the International Court of Justice may decide a case ex aequo et bono? So this is actually option number 2. It is given under Article 38. Question number 29. Permanent Court of International Justice was officially dissolved in option number 1, 1946. Question number 30. Here I am telling you, here both the statements are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. I am telling you why. No person is eligible for appointment as governor unless he is a citizen of India and has completed the age of 35 years. This statement is true. Reason: the governor shall hold office during the pleasure of the president. Both the statements are true, but here the this reason is actually not substantiating the assertion which says that for a person to be eligible as governor, he needs to complete the age of 35 years. Then question number 31. The plaintiff who has purchased a ticket at a cinema show was forcibly turned out of his seat by the manager under a mistaken impression that he had not made payment for his ticket. So this is option number 2. This is actually option number 2, battery. Question number 32. The obligation to restore advantage in a void agreement is provided by option number 1, section 65 of the Indian Contract Act. Then question number 33. Who had defined jurisprudence is a scientific synthesis of fundamental principles of law? This is option number 2, C.K. Allen. Question number 34. Right to life doesn't include right to die. It has been held in case of option number 4, Gyankor versus State of Punjab. 35. Who has visualized law as adjusting and reconciling conflicting interests? This is option number 4, Oscar Pound. 36. Who turned German transcendental idealism from subjective to objective form of rationality? So this is actually option number 2, Hegel. Hegel has actually changed the transcendental idealism, which has been evolved by Immanuel Kant, to objective from subjective. Then question number 37. So again, this this question is not correct. Which of the following two diametrically opposed schools emerged in reaction to natural law thinking of 18th century? So this question has actually been cancelled by the examiner itself. Question number 38. Which of the following articles under the Constitution of India has been resorted to enact most of the environmental legislation after the Stockholm Declaration? This is option number 3, Article 253. Then question number 39. So let us match. Constitutive theory of recognition has been evolved by Oppenheim, Lauterbach. Declarative theory of recognition is actually been evolved by Tinoco. Arbitration. Estrada doctrine means recognition of government. And theory of dualism has been evolved by Joseph Kunz. And Joseph Kunz was a student of Hans Kelsen. Then question number 40. The following statement is true. This is option number 2. Air pollution includes noise pollution. The definition itself is given under section 2 clause A of Air Act. Then question number 41. Consider the following statement in reference to nature of torts. This is option number 4, B and E only. Tort is a civil wrong, but all civil wrongs are not tort. And E, in some torts, malice is one of the essential elements. So tort is a civil wrong. Tort has nothing to do with criminal wrong. Question number 42. For the offence of bigamy, the prosecution must prove the following essential elements. This is option number 3, A, B and D. The first marriage was valid, the second marriage was valid, and the second marriage was valid according to law applicable to the accused. Question number 43. Statement based question. A son may be adopted if the adoptive father or mother by whom the adoption is made have neither a Hindu son nor a son's sons or son's sons living at the time of adoption. This statement is true, but the second statement is false. Now I am telling you why. A daughter may be adopted if the adoptive father or daughter by whom the adoption is made have not a Hindu daughter, son's daughter or son's daughter's daughter. So this requirement is not given, son's daughter's daughter. So this is the reason why the second statement is false. Then question number 44. Under the Constitution of India, Pegasus issue is relating to which right? So this is option number 4, right to privacy. Then question number 45. Which of the following cases relates to the subject of the measurement of the limit of territorial sea? This is option number 2, Anglo-Norwegian fisheries case, and this case is between UK versus Norway. Question number 46. According to C.K. Allen, which of the following nomenclature is most appropriate for John Austin's theory? This is option number 3. This is imperative theory, which says that command shall always have the sanction of superior authority. Then question number 47. Here both the statements are true. Let us read. Austin denied that international law is true law, and 2. True law according to Austin requires a superior political authority to compel obedience. Question number 48. Here the assertion is correct, but the reason is not. See, the Environment Protection 1986 is called umbrella legislation. This is true. It empowers the central government only to take measures as it deems expedient. No, the Environment Protection Act can be invoked anytime if there is any breach of the laws made under it. So it is not subject to the discretion of the government. Then question number 49. Tortious liability arises from the breach of a duty primarily fixed by law. Duties towards person generally, and its breach is redressable by an act, unliquidated damages. This definition of tort was given by option number 2, Winfield. Question number 50. Rules relating to prevention and control of pollution of air may be made. This is option number 3, A and B, by the central government and by the state government. Question number 51. Mitakshara school of Hindu law prevails in this option number 4 throughout India except in Bengal. अब लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि नहीं, इसमें तो ऑप्शन नंबर 1 भी होना चाहिए, पंजाब ओनली, लेकिन ये क्वेश्चन करेक्ट है इसलिए है क्योंकि ऑप्शन 4 इज एक्चुअली इंक्लूडिंग ऑप्शन नंबर 1. So it is not necessary that you need to have two answers for the same question. Then question number 52. In which of the following situation the desire of dead man has been recognized by law? So these option number 1, A, B and C: right to cremation, right to make will and right to deputation. Right to cast vote in election is not for the persons who are dead. Question number 53. Which of the following is not mens rea? This is option number 3, motive. Question number 54. A policy of insurance is affected on goods in ships from Kolkata to London. The goods are shipped in a particular ship which is lost. Which one of the following is correct? So this explanation has been taken from section 92 of Evidence Act, which deals with exclusion of oral evidence. So here the option number 1 is true. The fact that the particular ship was orally accepted from the policy cannot be proved, as it is a matter on which policy is silent. Then question number 55. The physical element of crime is known as option number 2, actus reus. 56. Under Muslim law, a bequest can validly be made to a child in womb so long it is born from the date of will within a period of option number 2, 6 months. Question number 57. If the evidence is irrelevant and it has been admitted by the trial court objection to it, then the correct option is option number 3, can be raised at any stage of appeal. Question number 58. Now you have to arrange these cases in chronological order. So first comes Pankaj Mahajan versus Dimple, B. K. Srinivas Rao versus D.A. Deepa, then C. Vidya Vishwanathan versus Karthik Balakrishna, and A. Raj Talreja versus Kavita Talreja. So all these cases deals with divorce. Question number 59. Which of the following statements are correct in reference to constitutional provision? Parliament has exclusive power to make any law with respect to any matter not enumerated in list 1 and list 2, and D. Parliament has power to make any law for implementing any treaty with any other country. Then question number 60. Let us match agnate. So agnate means who? Agnate means when two persons are related through marriage. This is option number 4, A4. B3. Full blood means when two persons are descended by common ancestors by the same wife. Uterine blood means when two persons are descendants from a common mother but by different husbands, and cognate means when two persons are not wholly related through males. That means those persons are related through females. Then question number 61. Water pollution control law doesn't apply to. So it doesn't apply to. This is option number 1. One second. 61. Sorry, I have missed out the question, so I'll give the answer of the same in the comment box below. Then question number 62. The estate of deceased Muslim person devolves upon his heirs. Option number 1, at the moment of his death. 63. A Muslim husband is bound to maintain his wife. This is option number 4, of a valid marriage, and when the marriage is irregular for the want of witnesses. Then question number 64. Whom are jural postulates associated with? This option number 2, Pound. Then let us match list 1 with list 2. Selvi versus State of Karnataka. This is scientific test in criminal investigation 4. PUCL versus Union of India 1997 case is related to telephone tappings case. Mr. X versus Hospital Z deals with disclosure of HIV status, and NALSA versus Union of India is a case dealing with right to transgenders. Then question number 66. A Hindu male of 28 years of age adopts a female child of 13 years of age. The adoption is void because there is not a gap of 21 years as required under Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. Then again match list 1 with list 2 case. Hayes versus Harwood. This case deals with Valentine outfit injury. Overseas tank ship UK Limited versus Mods Dock and Engineering Company. This case deals with forcibility test to impose liability. Khusro S. Gandhi versus N.A. Gujdar, mine for a tort committed by him. Khusro S. Gandhi versus N.A. Gujdar. This case is related to joint and several liability of joint tort feasors. And Ranganagulu versus Malakkal Devaswam. This case deals with liability of a person of unsound mind for a tort committed by him. Then question number 68. Pandemics like corona are included in the option number 3. It is in concurrent list. Question number 69. International law is part of our law and must be ascertained and administered in the courts of justice of appropriate jurisdiction. So this is held in the case of option number 3, the Packet Habano case. Then question number 70, the right of private defense is not available in offense of, this is cheating, forgery and bigamy, option number 3. Question number 71, which of the following statement is true for defense of provocation? This is option number 3. The test of provocation is subjective and objective both. Then question number 72, which of the following statements are true? So here the correct option is option number A, B and true. Ownership has a residuary character. Then ownership has the right to use, enjoy, alienate the thing owned, and D, ownership is indeterminate in duration, and the ownership and this definition of ownership has been given by Salmon. Question number 73. You have to match list 1 with list 2. List to go abroad has been dealt in the case of Maneka Gandhi's case. Right to livelihood is dealt in the case of Olga Talley's case. Right against sexual harassment has been the subject of Vishaka's case, and right to education has been dealt in Mohini Jain's case. Then question number 74, when the damages cannot be assessed, the party may be awarded by the court. This is option number 4, nominal damages. Question number 75, who among the following is a Hindu? So here all of this: a legitimate child of Sikh male and Jain female, an illegitimate child of Sikh male and Jain female, an illegitimate child of Hindu male and Parsi female, and who was brought up as a Hindu. Question number 76, which one of the following is correct? Under section 123 of the Indian Evidence Act, no one shall be permitted to give any evidence derived from unpublished official records relating to any affairs of the state, except option number 4, with the permission of the officer at the head of the department concerned. 77, who said that public policy is a very unruly horse? This is option number 2, Justice Borrow. Question number 78. So here the correct option is option number 1. So let us read. Assertion: there is prohibition of trade or commerce in imported ivory. So this is the assertion, and what is the reason? This is protection of wildlife is essential for the very existence of human life. Then question number 79, given below are two statements. Again, assertion and reason based question. Any male Hindu who is of a sound mind and is not a minor has the capacity to take a son or a daughter in adoption. This is true. No adoption which has been validly made can be cancelled by the adoptive father. Here both the statements are true, but the reason is not substantiating the assertion given above. Then question number 80, the Sarkaria Commission is relating to option number 1, center-state relations. 81, Economic and Social Council shall consist of this option number 2, 54 members. 82, which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution provides for complete justice? This article 142, this deals with enforcement of decrees or orders of Supreme Court, and article 142, also known as judge-made laws, it gives power to the Supreme Court to make laws for the complete justice of the society. Question number 83, in which of the following case the Privy Council distinguished common intention and similar intention? This is option number 2, Mehboob Shah versus Emperor. Question number 84, in which of the following cases did the court consider when a statement leads to a confession? This is option number 2, Palvinder Kaur versus State of Punjab. Then question number 85, let us match Dumbarton Oaks proposal. So this is the proposal which has, this is actually a conference which leads to the establishment of United Nations. Treaty of Versailles is actually, the originator of option number 1, League of Nations. 1899 Hague Convention on Pacific Settlement of International Disputes is the originator of Permanent Court of Arbitration, and International Monetary Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations. And question number 86. So here both the statements, first statement is not true and the second statement is true. A minor may employ an agent. This is not true. A minor may become an agent. This is true. Minor can never employ an agent, but he may become an agent. Then question number 87, A agrees to pay B rupees 1000 if two straight lines should enclose a space. The agreement is option number 2, void. Question number 88, the following is the first case related to environment filed as PIL drawing attention of the Supreme Court of India. This is option number 2, Quiring case. Question number 89, under the Muslim law, the term faksh is used to denote dissolution of marriage by judicial decree at the instance of wife. So this is actually a divorce which is sought by wife by approaching the Qazi for dissolution of the marriage. Then question number 90, ubi jus simi remedium means where there is a right, there is a remedy. Question number 91, sometimes it happens that the right of a person is violated but he doesn't do any harm. From which of the following maxims we can represent this? Option number 2, injuria sine damnum. So here actually the right of the person is violated but there is no physical harm done to that person. Then question number 92, order of succession provided by the Hindu Succession Act 1956 regarding a male Hindu dying intestate as follows. So first come class 1 heirs, then class 2 heirs, then agnates and cognates. 93, which one of the following are true about right? This option number 4, there can be a right without its owner. Then question number 94, the essential requirements to constitute a tort of false imprisonment are as under. There must be restraint actual or constructive on a person's liberty. Then B, the restraint must be total as extinguished from partial. And C, the restraint must be against the plaintiff's will. Then question number 95, let us match list 1 with list 2. Who may testify is given under section 118. Burden of proof as to particular fact. So this has been given under section 103. Exclusion of evidence to explain or amend ambiguous document is given under section 93. And facts admitted need not be proved is given under section 58. And this has been taken from Indian Evidence Act. Question number, these are question number 96. Sir, both the statements are true. A treaty is void if it conflicts with jus cogens. This is true. Jus cogens is a norm accepted by the international community, states as a whole, as a norm from which no derogation is possible. Then question number 97, which of the following is not a defense for the tort, for the suit of defamation? This is option number 3. Apology is not a defense. Then question number 98, the defense of voluntary non-fit injury is available to the plaintiff. Option number 4, where there is knowledge of the likely harm, but there is no freedom of choice. Then question number 99, which of the following is strict liability? So this is option number 4. Bigamy is also known as a strict liability offense, and it is known as a strict liability offense under common law. Question number 100, decision of the Security Council on procedural matters shall be made by, and this is option number 3, affirmative vote of 9 members. 101, let us match list 1 with list 2. Absolute liability has been dealt in the case of MC Mehta versus Union of India. Public trust doctrine has been dealt in the case of MC Mehta versus Kamal Nath. Sustainable development has been dealt in the case of Vellore Citizen Welfare Forum, and net present value of forest has been given under option number 1, Godavarman Tirumulpat versus Union of India. Then question number 102, for invoking the provisions of section 159 of the Indian Penal Code, the minimum number of persons required is option number 1, 2. Question number 103, which of the following are not continuing offense? So let me tell you the correct options. Option number 2, A and C, kidnapping and assault. And now I am telling you कि बहुत लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि kidnapping is also a continuing offense. But I'll say kidnapping is not a continuing offense, because here abduction is actually a continuing offense, and kidnapping is not. And later comes assault. Then question number 104, symbolist theory of legal person is also known as, this option number 3, bracket theory. Question number 105, what is actionable in law of tort? This option number 1, violation of legal rights. Question number 106, in case of breach of contract, damages may be awarded. Option number 3, which arose naturally or which part is new to be likely when they entered into the contract. Then question number 107, arrange the following cases on innuendo in chronological order. And now let me tell you, the given option is wrong, because the given options are wrong because the correct chronological order is not given. I am telling you why. First comes Capital and Countries Bank Limited versus Henty. This has been decided in the year of 1880s. Then comes Kopposwamy Shetty versus Duraisamy Shetty. This case has been decided in the year 1912. Then comes Cassidy versus Daily Mirror Newspapers Limited. It has been decided in the year 1929. And later comes Rajgopal versus State of Tamil Nadu. And this case has been decided in the year 1994. So the given options are not correct, क्योंकि इसमें पहले से राजगोपाल वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तमिलनाडु से ही शुरू किया गया है, जो करेक्ट नहीं है क्योंकि ये सबसे आखिर में आता है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 108, who among the following can be most suitably placed in the category of neo-analytical jurisprudence? This is option number 1, Hart. Question number 109, a unmoored a boat in which B was sitting, the boat started drifting with stream. Which offence has A committed? He has committed the offence of grievous hurt. Then question number 110, match list 1 with list 2, Carlin versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Company. This case deals with general offer. Satyabrat Ghosh versus Mugni Ram. This case deals with frustration. Hadley versus Baxendale. This case deals with damages for breach of contract. And Entours Limited versus Miles Far East Corporation. This case deals with communication of acceptance. Then comes 111. A proclamation of emergency under Article 352 shall remain valid for 6 months from this option number for the date on which resolution by second house is passed by approving it. Then question number 112. Which one of the following is not essential for consideration? This option number for adequate. It is not essential कि consideration adequate होना चाहिए, but inadequacy of consideration can be taken into consideration to prove that the consideration was not freely given. So इसलिए adequate होना जरूरी नहीं है, but adequate एक क्या कह सकते हैं कि एक कंडीशन लिया जाता है टू सी दैट जो जिस पर्सन ने सिग्निफाई किया अपना कंसेंट, वेदर ही हैज गिवन विद अ फ्री माइंड और नॉट. Then question 113. The pollution control board is empowered to have samples from places analysis of certain notice to the occupier. The notice containing such information shall be given. Option number 3, then and there without a time gap. Then question number 114. Arrange the following leading cases in chronological order pronounced Supreme Court. So this B, D, C. Option number 2. M.H. Hoskar versus State of Maharashtra. Then D. TMA Pai Foundation versus State of Kerala. C. P.A. Inamdar versus State of Maharashtra. Then comes Ayer Coelho versus State of Tamil Nadu. Question number 115. माई गॉड, मतलब इस पूरे पेपर में बस मैचिंग लिस्ट के ही दिया गए हैं. और यही एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन होता है जो सबसे ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स को कंफ्यूज करता है. और घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है. मैंने पिछले साल के एनालिसिस करके बताया है कि 250, क्योंकि इस साल का जो अगर मैं टोटल मार्क्स की बात करूं तो मुझे ध्यान नहीं आ रहा है, बट आई हैव हर्ड फ्रॉम समवेयर लाइक 400 इज एक्चुअली अ टोटल मार्क्स इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. तो मैंने 400 का आपको ये कहा कि 50% के थोड़ा अबव जा सकता है बाय एनालाइजिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर, और इस साल भी इतना ही उम्मीद कर सकते हैं. इंटरनेशनल आर्बिट्रेशन इज this has been the subject of J Treaty. International Criminal Court is not related to United Nations. International Criminal Court for Rwanda is related to United Nations, and Units for Peace Proposal is option number 4, General Assembly. And question number 116. Which one of the following schools of Muslim law Mutta marriage is recognized? So Mutta marriage is actually recognized in Shia school, also known as Ithna Ashari school. Question number 170. Judiciary may come under purview of the term state under Article 12. Inference of the following case decided by the Supreme Court. This is option number 3, A.R. Antulle versus R.S. Naik. Then question number 180. State Pollution Control Board may be superseded by the option number 2, state government. Then 119. The maximum qui facit per alium facit per se is related to it is related to vicarious liability. Then the last question. Mere statement of the lowest price at which the vendor would sell cannot be termed as implied contract to sell at that price to the person making the enquiry, and it has been held in the case of Harvey versus Fassi. तो ये रहा आज आपका पूरा 120 क्वेश्चंस, और मैंने आपको बता दिया कि पॉसिबल ऑब्जेक्शंस विच आई हैव फाउंड आर ओनली 3. एक क्वेश्चन उन्होंने विथड्रॉ कर दिया है और 2 क्वेश्चंस मैंने गलत बताया है. शायद मैंने 3 बताया है, आई कैन नॉट रिमेंबर राइट नाउ, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी 120 क्वेश्चंस का सोल्यूशन विथ आंसर बताना बहुत ही ज्यादा मुश्किल का काम है, और साथ ही में एक्सप्लेनेशन भी देना उसके साथ साथ. तो उम्मीद अगर हो कि अच्छी हुई है आपका एग्जाम, तो आप नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन में शेयर कीजिएगा कि आपके टोटल स्कोर कितने बन रहे हैं, एंड उसके साथ साथ वीडियो को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, ताकि आपके फ्रेंड्स और कोई भी अगर आपका जानने वाला जिस एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहा है एंड ही वांट्स टू नो द आंसर्स ऑफ द प्रेजेंट ईयर फॉर द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द नेक्स्ट ईयर, उनको भी काफ़ी मदद मिल जाएगी. सो विद दिस नोट आई एम साइनिंग ऑफ. हैव अ ग्रेट डे.